So we go to wave clear, I think all things considered for them. On the other side for EDG, it's a lot of the Angel show right now. Him and Xiaohao on this Xin Zhao Annie combo going to have to do some work if they want to get ahead and have a good handle of this first game of the split. Around, EDG will have massive control around here. They're not done just yet. Remember, as you mentioned, EDG is level 6. He's in the all-out. On to Xiaocha, as Xiaohao is going to go jumping forward onto him. Another couple of Sunder spells burned. Nice win for EDG.
I mean, kind of. Did they really win? They didn't really get much out of that. And now, Xiaohao, he's got flash. He might have to burn it.
Ooh, gets hit by the Rune Prison. Equalizer over the top. Xiao is just dead. That's first blood for Ultra Prime after what seemingly was a good set of trades. Saber coming in and making sure that one goes the red side's way to it. And with Xiaohao not really in the area, we instead see EDG pinging towards the Dragon, so it might just be a trade of those objectives. However, not all of Ultra Prime has to go towards these grubs. Saber and the UP bot lane making their way around here as it is Xiao to start up this blue buff steal. Maybe instead look for a 3-talent strike onto the Rise, knocking him up, but not doing a ton of damage just yet. The exhaust goes onto Palkia as EDG have over-indexed a little bit, and Junhao is on the way. Stun lands onto the Alistar and gets taken down by the piercing arrow of On. And now the Tivers comes out as Angel is looking to lock down Saber. Finally, it is Junhao arriving, but it is far too late as EDG get one back.
Like, do his Krug's base and then go straight to the Dragon. The fact this is full clear from the Xin Zhao, I would have actually really liked if he went straight to the Dragon and then started reverse clearing towards the top side.
Missed out.
Yeah, that is true. That's fine. No one wants to listen to that again. Does look like Ultra Prime not going to contest this Dragon, going to see the Summon Strength of EDG. The fact that it wasn't taken, though, until the 12-minute mark. In a way, I think it's a win for Ultra Prime as their comp. I very much prefer it to EDG's comp if this game does go late. So, power of the blue team and BLG and help out with the purple team here. They got the sweet jerseys. Yeah.
EDG, Angel flashing in, combined with Palkia's Magnet Storm. Junhao is down, and now Bai is getting targeted. ZDZ flashing over the wall to keep up with the Saber, going all out onto him. It's Feats of Warfare and a couple more for EDG as they get 3 kills in the fight and secure that Rift Herald.
And this is the scary part of the game. If you are Ultra Prime, you have a Rise that just completed Roa. You have Sivir on one item. You don't want to fight the Annie and the Poke Varus and snowball these fights on top of each other. Angel is down Flash, but other members of Ultra Prime also missing Flash themselves. They will clean up this Dragon, but at what cost? Going to be at least the mid-outer turret going to the side of EDG, and looks like it's going to be a double crash as they're late to respond.
Realm Morph is sent in, as it is going to be Saber sending 3 members of Ultra Prime into that Tier 2 tower, and now another engage has come in, but Angel with another big Tibbers, and it's followed up by Palkia and Xiaohao beautifully. Zhang is down, Xiaosha getting targeted. Already had the Unbreakable Oil onto him, so not taking a ton of damage there, but EDG find another kill, and they're not done here on this Tier 2 turret. Palkia Hex flashing forward, another stun lands on Nabaya. So much crowd control onto the Sivir, and it's Thorell to take him down, the rookie for EDG, picking up kill number 6 here in the mid lane.
And the 3v5, Junhao's just not close enough in order to protect his Sivir. Looking for an angle in the brush, was not in front of the Sivir to try and help out. That was expensive, as now Zhang going to try and make something happen. Alistar behind, Angel trying to trade out.
Yeah, it did a good chunk of damage. It might be enough as the headbutt pulve does come on to the Annie, and the Electro Harpoon is going to shut Angel down. So Ultra Prime get one back finally, but it's already a 2,500 gold lead, I should say, that has opened up for Edward Gaming. On the bottom side, it's a big stack towards the top side here. So Ultra Prime
we're giving it.
Kind of realizing this Otacon is going to at least try to get something back with ZDZ and maybe this Tier 1 turret. Let's see what Xante can do to try to stop this play from happening in 1v4. There's a 3-man Pathmaker. The all-out comes through, but it's not enough. A shutdown and likely a tower is going to come in for UP, but it comes at the cost of that Otacon.
We've seen what Otacon can give. I think that objective really changed a lot of games in MSI. Super late. I mean, casting NACL games earlier on in the day, Grapes, we had 2 games where Dragon's Soul was secured by this time. This is the third Dragon this third Dragon just on the map being taken down now by EDG, so they're still behind schedule here.
Happy, I would say, with how they are currently positioned. They're going to get themselves another tower here in the bottom lane, but it's going to cut the cost of the mid-tier 2.
I mean, you'll take the even trade very much for your Ultra Prime right now.
That's 2 for 1.
Yeah.
These plays, and Kalki's the one to kind of follow up on them, which makes sense given that he's literally playing his first ever
OTP.
game in a Tier 1 region, but not a ton from him so far in terms of primary engage. We're seeing ZDZ ult Zhang underneath the Tier 1 turret, but Saber is joined to the fray. We have Junhao on the way as well, but with 3 members stuck here for Ultra Prime, sure, Saber's going to get that kill, but now it is EDG starting up this Baron.
Can't do it.
Don't have the damage for it.
EDG has one of the slowest Baron comps I've ever seen. I mean, this is a poke, Varus, and an Annie mid. We're not doing Baron quickly at all, but we can find the Alistar.
Yeah, that Unbreakable Will did get himself away from the Chain of Corruption, but the damage is still there. Piercing Arrow from On takes him down. It's a 1-for-1 overall, extended across both sides of the map.
I mean, if Baron started, Saber is committing to this split push in the bot lane, so Zhang has no equalizer. This is actually a pretty favorable Baron for EDG. I'm very surprised that Saber is committing still. I mean, we're playing for steal or bust here. That ward has been hidden.
And now a stun, and the Tibbers, everyone going on to Zhang and taking him down. Baron at 7,000 HP, 4 members still on the Baron here for Edward Gaming. Junhao and Baya being shoved out here by Tibbers himself.
Summoner Bear.
Junhao's forced to go in, use that Cyclone onto 2, but the damage is so high on to the side of Ultra Prime. It's going to be Baya getting 1 kill back onto Palkia, but you're going to take that.
It took so long, though. Like, I mean, once he commits to the play, at some point it's there, but after he gets the kill, you delete 1 or 2 waves as the rise and you walk up. I mean, you can easily delete 1 wave and walk up and actually, be ready for a Baron fight or skirmish, because when you commit to a play like that, you have both solo lanes, give it a TP to go bot, you know the response is going to be Baron at that time. So that's why I'm really against kind of the Ultra Prime's refusal to actually move Saber up and try to contest.
Now Saber getting targeted here by Angel. Realm Warp sending a wave underneath the Tier 2 turret with Junhao. That is a crazy play here from the Ultra Prime mid laner. Does not find a damn thing.
Summoner Bear.
That's the Baron buff.
Summoner
Angel's
Bear.
able to surrender things, and here comes Tibbers chunking Junhao down to 200 HP. In the meanwhile, by the way, the bot lane alongside 2 other members of Edward Gaming are breaking up in this bot lane inhibitor.
Ultra Prime have kind of come falling apart at the seams here, Grapes. Doesn't feel like they had good responses the last couple plays from EDG.
Angel's still going.
Angel and Summoner Bear still sending Saber heading for the hills. Things looking quite a bit worse after the last 5 minutes of sequence, and we'll say, Annie, I said Summoner Bear a few times. What that means, like this build for Annie, going the Rylai's, going the Leandries, it really empowers Tibbers to be big. It's kind of tough to reach a few things here for Saber, but RFC doesn't make that big of a difference for this champion. You're just kind of bouncing
Equalizer.
Okay, here we go.
On very quietly, down to half HP. Going to be a Magnus Storm coming in. Big numbers advantage right now for Ultra Prime as John picks up Palkia. Going to be another one down as Angel has fallen. ZDZ
good fight.
Going to try to go in on the back line and try to take down Baya, but he's still alive. ZDZ flashes on him and finally takes him down. But now the back line has been taken out here by Ultra Prime. They found the numbers advantage, and they're going to take advantage of that. ZDZ doing a ton to buy some time, but it is not enough. It is a double kill picked up for Saber, and it's Ultra Prime winning the fight.
We talked about the scaling of Ultra Prime, and you called it out at the end, Grapes. What a fight coming out from Saber. As that Realm Warp to get things started on going to be found as well. He's going down. Does trade out Zhang. That's decent for On, but still, Ultra Prime, those are some big shutdowns, and the gold graph has been even.
What just happened? It felt like EDG were about to win that game, Cubby. And
I think
and
Saber
now
just happened, man.
We're back to even. Saber, very quietly, just you suddenly blink, you look at his items.
They don't do it fast
take
at
it
all.
fast enough.
Yeah.
Ultra Prime will be able to take it and then just run straight to
They wanna
Nash,
poke.
which means they have to take this and try to force themselves to confirm the soul for Edward Gaming. Battle lines have been drawn. The Dragon's at 5,000 HP. Zhang's been caught by the Tibbers, and On will take him down. And now it's Palkia going for a big wombo combo. Zhao with the Crescent Guard knocking up a bunch. And Baya is still alive. Has been able to get peeled away, but the audacious charge is enough for Zhao to take him down. Edward Gaming find themselves the big team fight that they needed to take control once again of this game number 1. They'll get the Infernal Soul, they'll get Xiao, and they'll get a whole lot more as Teleport's already coming to the mid lane.
Great find on the Zhang, who had the flash, had the Zhonya's, had the equalizer, was not able to use any of it as he did 0 damage in that last fight. EDG absolutely shred Ultra Prime. Scaling cannot come online. They find game 1.
Small falter for EDG in the mid game, but they're able to right the ship right back up. They take the first game of LPL Split 3.
I think Renekton is relatively happy this game. being able to interact with that front line. I mean, Jin's the only thing that you're really concerned about. And honestly, as you said, Grapes, it takes a little bit of time to get going. As, oh boy, this is spotted, and Xiao Hao wins these.
And remember, yeah, the big goal here of this Trundle
Look
in the
at
early
Vi
game
run.
is to just out-duel the Vi. You land just a couple of chomps, it becomes all too easy. But now Palkia going on to this Jin. Doesn't even flash away. Rookie on rookie violence will go EDG's way.
Oh, Palkia actually found the double Q there. And of course, Trundle now with the red buff, the PTA.
Oh,
yeah,
PTA.
We did say that Trundle wins these. He gets the...
Oh,
Yep,
the flash
that's the kill.
autos. 2-0 in less than 3 minutes right now for Edward Gaming. What he needs to do at this point, because EDG are winning on all other facets of the map. They're going to pick up this dragon. Add to that over 1,000 gold lead that they have collected for themselves. I mean, they're winning in the mid lane. We have that push in the range versus melee. They're winning in the jungle, obviously, as we saw. In the bot lane, where we saw that first blood get picked up for On. It is going all Edward Gaming's way in game 50 on EDG.
I will say the thought of being down level 3 to level 5 does not thrill me as Grub spawn. So I feel like Palkia might have, we might have flown a little bit too close to the sun in terms of the roaming. That said, this will get him level 4. So we help and take some of these grubs should be okay. And that Trundle is still not one that you can fight. And this is why I did not love the draft for Ultra Prime, because when you first pick the Vi, you give away the Trundle and you pick stuff like Galio into it. It does feel like kind of a self-counter in order to get the comp going. So Trundle going to have a lot of value this game down there. As the play continues, and Junhao, I don't think this is a dragon that's yours.
It's his start for now. However, as we say that, Xiao Hao and Palkia both making their way in towards the pit. Not enough damage onto that Drake just yet to try to secure it. As already the quickness has been used by Xiaosha.
This is
and
EDG
that dragon
favorite.
is nowhere near getting taken down. Saber going to get targeted. That is going to be the feats of strength picked up here for EDG. They get their third kill. They get their third objective.
I think this game is... Oh, boy.
And now we see Xiaosha
Good
stuck on
exhaust.
a ward.
Yeah.
Not going to matter, though, as, yeah, there we go. Feats of strength. You kind of mentioned it. It feels like with how Ultra Prime's composition is set up, they kind of want to get ahead by just continuing to force plays. And shout out to them. They're going to go for something right now with the Palkia.
Good
the Poppy
pillar.
is rather tanky, though, with that Aftershock unlocked. And he is going to escape with his life. Xiao Hao doing a good job to buy some space as well with the Pillar of Ice. As EDG's popped the dominance, they're going on to Xiaosha. They've taken him down in that mid-tier 1, and EDG have turned the play on its head. Between Worlds comes out. Angel getting some chunk damage on the buy. Not going to use the dash to get in underneath that tier 2, but they will certainly pick up yet another tower.
That pillar was so good, it stopped the Justice Punch coming through from Saber. Now we've got, you know, more Pokemon references coming out as Retail looking to be secured. Will be locked up by Ultra Prime. Great Keeper's Verdict.
They actually pick it up. Oh, and the Steadfast Presence. It gets Zhang, and it blocks him away from that other dash. EDG dashing forward, picks him up with the Call to Meek. And EDG adding to their kill counter. It's 5-0.
Galio, my friend, I think you're getting dove. As On is going to go get that wave in. ZDZ is going to cut it for himself and continue to play.
And then it's another beautiful Steadfast Presence from Palkia. Dashes kind of just negated there around that top side. And Ultra Prime thought that they could try to punish off of that Death Brush, but EDG are just too strong.
I really don't know how Ultra Prime is going to get to play this game.
Nobody really has that on Ultra Prime. You know, the Jin has some like range, but it's not like consistent damage with the Deadly Flourishes. These guys got to be up close and personal to do what they want to do, and that's exactly what EDG kind of are planning for and what their champions are strong at. So it's soul point now for EDG. They're able to pick that one up in the past minute.
They're looking at the Galio damage and saying no.
They're just no damage, and maybe a little bit on the Jin.
Oh, TP!
Why you go for these steel caps here, as EDG looking for a collapse on the bottom side. Zhang and Xiaosha in some trouble. Between Worlds comes through from Angel, and the heroic charge combined with that Pillar of Ice. Just so much to lock down Zhang, who's had a tough series overall. Let's see if Junhao can go for the steal. Teleport is coming in here from Zhang. It looks like they're not going to go for the finish. Instead, they want the fight. As they hover the Otacon HP at around 5,000, ZDZ teleporting in with that dominance unlock. That's a big old crocodile, almost taking out Xiaosha on his own. Junhao will fall. Hero's entrance comes through, but it's going to be way too late. They might take down ZDZ, but the Croc will still live. Finally, the flash in will take him down, but it comes at the cost of Saber's life. The curtain call is going to be the curtains for Ultra Prime, as EDG win a fight and can go right back to that Otacon or the Dragon. big fan bases. I know there's probably a ton of emotes spamming the chat right now, and he's having himself a pretty dang good series to kick off the LPL season. Player with a lot of promise, him and Zhao Hao both being a part of some really promising rosters as recently as a year ago.
And ZDZ with that TP pretty much ending any chance of a winning fight for Ultra Prime. Utilizing that Renekton and the Asterix. Whoa. Oh. All right, we're ratting.
Pop in the chat. Pop in the chat.
We're ratting.
ZDD indeed. As it is going to be a little bit of gold issued back here. As the objective bounties have been picked up here for Ultra Prime. They get one on the bottom from lane tier 1. But it's going to come at the cost of a tier 2 tower on the top side of the map. And Angel's doing a good job. Big shoes that he would have to fill for somebody like Wink. And he's doing that right now. Of course, it is still in Group Nirvana. A lot more League of Legends to be played as an engage hasn't started up. As the cease and desist goes on to Omni, flashes right back to safety with the rest of his team. He will finally get taken down by that force shot, but it's already a big over-index here for Ultra Prime. They've used a ton of their ultimate abilities, and it comes at the cost of a 1-for-1. And now Xiaosha is going to be in some trouble. Angel chasing him down. One more Q will seal the deal, as it was not even enough to make it a numbers advantage here for Edward Gaming. They go in on to Baya now in the mid lane. Zhao Hao collects the kill, and it's 2 members still alive as the solo laners are going to have to try and prevent this inhibitor from going down.
Those solo laners, okay, I think Palkia might be going down. Oh, never mind, turret died. And the Ocean Soul is going to be working overtime here against the minimal damage team of Ultra Prime, as Goodbye Grandma and Bessa going to fall. And mid inhibitor going to fall as well.
This is brutal. Hey, we get a good old-fashioned one-sided victory potentially here in game number 2. Flash away from Junhao, but now Xiaosha is in a whole lot of trouble. Zhao Hao burning the flash.
That man's played.
To get into chop range onto this Rakan. You can question how worth it really is, but right now they're just potting those KDAs.
How far can EDG go? Grapes, that's a decent shout. I mean, they were top 2 in Group Nirvana last split. Got to earn that play-in spot for the playoffs. Of course, 2 stronger teams now going to find their way into Group Nirvana. Have to see if EDG can prove they're at the top of the table. Palkia, good
going
play.
For the stun of the Junhao.
Nice.
Flash, heroic charge takes him down. Baya down as well. Baron was kited away from it, but hey, they want to just extend this game. Soak in the glory of victory just a little bit longer. As it will be eventually the big purple worm going down to the 10,000 plus gold lead, opening up for Edward Gaming.
Ultra Prime looks a little depressed. I think Baya's seeing if he's got any crumbs on his keyboard there. Would be the end of the game before Elder spawns, but maybe we're just drilling
practicing.
more.
Yeah, we're drilling our Elder setups here as Palkia now pretty invincible at this point, going into 4 members of Ultra Prime and not taking a lick of meaningful damage. It's going to be a nice taunt here from Zhao. Should have buy a little bit of time, but Angel comes in on the flank with that Between Worlds. Baya has said goodbye here in the bottom side. Only Zhang will live, but not for long. The Pillar will seal his fate. A double kill in for On, as Edward Gaming will pick up a dominant game number 2 win and pick up the first series victory of the LPL Split 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.